Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor, Ethico.
Handling multiple compliance cases can often feel like navigating a complex labyrinth. Ethico introduces simplicity and intelligence into this chaos with our custom workflow automation. By automatically routing cases based on your unique criteria, we turn the maze into a clear path forward. Envision a compliance process that's not just effective, but also intuitive and adaptable to your needs. It's time to redefine efficiency in your workplace. Embark on this journey of transformation at ethico.com/CPN. Book a demo and explore the white paper by Tom Fox, 2023, The Year in Compliance, to discover a world of seamless compliance management.
The Daily Compliance News for February 16, 2024, the My Bad edition. And we begin with that story from Bloomberg Law, which reports that the Lyft CEO says it was, quote, my bad, end quote, on the margin error. Although it was only 1-0, he said it was a clerical error that unintentionally inflated the company's earnings outlook and sent shares soaring. It's all on me, he said in an interview. It was a bad error, but it was only 1-0 in the press release. Oops. Next up from the New York Times, the board of directors at Tesla is coming under increased scrutiny regarding the oversight of Elon Musk. Elon, of course, wants to move the company out of Delaware, but is that really in the interest of the shareholders? Are the board stewards of the shareholders, or do they work for Mr. Musk himself? I know Mr. Musk would say they work for him, but unfortunately, that's not the way it works in a public corporation. And the chairman of the board, Robin Denholm, is supposed to be in the adult in the room. But, it may be time that the board needs to come down a little bit more and protect the shareholders, not simply Elon Musk. Next up from Reuters, a very interesting article entitled FTX and Binance, a tale of 2 cases. Why was there such disparate treatment of these 2 companies? Well, Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF himself, is waiting sentencing for prison around his actions on FTX, yet Binance was assessed a criminal fine, but got out with simply a penalty and a DPA. What's the difference? Why were they treated so differently? Will Binance actually fulfill their DPA obligations? All open questions. And our last story comes to us from Bloomberg, which reports that a trio was arrested in the United Kingdom as the Financial Competition Authority, or Financial Conduct Authority rather, probes in gang links to insider trading. It turns out that gangs are now looking to insider trading as a criminal enterprise, and they're targeting junior members of trading firms who might have insider information. Typically, regulators will go after the top folks who might leak that information, but here it's the junior members who may somehow get caught up in this huge scam. In the month of February, the Compliance Podcast Network is sponsored by Ethico. Are you struggling to close cases? Well, Ethico is here for you. Take advantage of their innovative approach to empathetic issue intake, streamlined case management, and enterprise-wide disclosures. Learn more about how you can crowdsource risk management at scale at ethico.com/CPN. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.